Good morning students, it's me Sudarshan sir. Today we are going to deal with GK. Okay, 20th unit. Okay. 19 units we completed, today 20th unit. Okay. What is the topic we are going to see about? Milan Kundera. We are going to see about him. Milan Kundera. Okay, take your GK book and also pencil. Mark the important point which you feel necessary. Okay. Milan Kundera is one of the greatest writer of our time. He was born on April 1929. When he born? April 1929 in Eastweiler, Czechoslovakia. Where he born? In Czechoslovakia, a place called Eastweiler. He learned to play piano from his father, who was a famous musicologist and pianist. His father was a famous pianist and musicologist. Okay, so from his father he learned piano. Okay, he later studied musicology and musical composition. As a father he studied musicology and musical composition. As a student of literature and film in Prague, Kundera was greatly influenced by the Communist Party. He was greatly attracted by Communist Party from his childhood. He published several collections of poetry in 1950s. In 1950s, he collected many poetries, which were all pro-communist. He published collection of poetries in 1950s, which were all related to pro-communism. Okay, communists. He joined the party. Finally, he joined the Communist Party. During that time, but was later expelled. He joined and then he was removed. This incident served as the inspiration for the main theme of his first novel, The Joke. And finally, all these incidents made him to write a book, The Joke. Okay, since he is a writer, finally he wrote the novel, The Joke. As a writer, Kundera believed in absolute freedom. His writings and speeches were critical for communist regime of Czechoslovakia. Okay, his writings were very attractive and it influenced many peoples in Czechoslovakia. He and some other winners fought vehemently for the reformation of Czech communism. Okay. Everyone fought hardly for the reformation. What reformation? Reformation of Czech communism. But he later gave up and moved to France in 1975. Okay, he became the French citizen in 1981. In 1975 he went to French and finally he became the French citizen in 1981. He left Czechoslovakia and went to French. Kundera's novels were banned in Czechoslovakia for many years for their criticism of communist government. In Czechoslovakia at that time, communist government were only were held, and so it is since his novel were against the communism, Kundera government banned the book. His novel banned the novel. His famous novel, The Unbreakable Lightness of Being. The Unbreakable Lightness of Being was originally written in Czech. His famous novel. This is what his famous novel. One of his famous novel. The Unbreakable Lightness of Being was originally written in Czech. While he was Czech, it is written in Czech, but published in French in 1984. While he was in Czechoslovakia, he wrote there. But after he came to France, he published it in French. In 1984, the novel explores the artistic and intellectual life of Czech society during 1960s and 70s. His novel was mainly dealt with people's life, life of the Czech peoples, Czechoslovakia peoples at the time of 1960s and 70s. The main reason why this novel is so popular even now is that it has a universal theme. And our world is still facing the problems that he addressed during that time. From at that time in 90s, what problems people of Czechoslovakia faced, that type of problem still exists in many different places of country. Places of world. So that is the only reason his novel is even famous till the present date. Okay, this novel was later made into a film by Philip Kaufman. Most of the novels were made into film, right? Like that, this novel also made into film. By whom? Philip Kaufman. Okay. Though the film was successful, since the novel was successful, it is obvious the film will be successful, and finally the film was also successful. Though the film was successful, Kundra didn't like it. Though the film successful, Kundra, the writer, didn't like it. Even though the film was successful, he didn't liked it. After that, he never gave permission for film adoptions for his work. He don't want to make his writings as a film. So he didn't give permission to work those writing into the film. Okay. Kundra keep a low public profile. He is rarely seen in public. Okay, he is rarely seen in public. He won't like to be mingled with public most of the time. He seldom visits his home country. When a conference on his works was held in his hometown for the first time, when a conference held, finally a conference held in his hometown that time, for first time, he gave it a miss. He didn't attend it. Okay, he gave it a miss in the sense he didn't attend his hometown function in Czechoslovakia. Also, he sent an organization a letter saying that sees himself as a French writer. Also, he gave Czechoslovakia a letter denoting that he is a French writer. Even though he is Czechoslovakia guy, he didn't go to his hometown and attend the function, and also he gave one letter to that function stating that he is a French writer. Okay, he wants his work to be studied as a French literature. He don't want his works to be studied as a Czechoslovakia. He wants his work to be studied as a French literature. Immortality was last novel he wrote in Sez. While he was in Sez, he wrote what novel? Immortality. Immortality was the last novel he wrote in Sez. It was published in 1990. Finally, 1990 only that Immortality was published. His more recent novels are written in French. His more recent novels are written in French. What? In French only. Okay. He himself undertook the revision of the French translation of his early works. As a result, all of his books exist in French with the authority of the original. As a result, all of his books exist only in French, not in Czechoslovakia, with the authority of the original. Original books, his original written books, where it is in French only, not in Czechoslovakia. Because he loved French, he stayed there, he finally wrote all his books, and he gave the permission to keep and sell it in French. Okay, his books have been translated into many languages. Not only he have written in French, but it is translated into many languages. Kundra has won many awards. In 1985, he received Jerusalem Prize. He won many awards. In 1985, he received Jerusalem Prize. Okay. He also won Ovid Prize and the International Herder Prize, among many others. These were the prizes which are noted down: Jerusalem Prize, Ovid Prize, and Herder Prize. Okay. Kundra's last book is The Festival of Insignificance. What is his last book? What he has written? The Festival of Insignificance. When he have written this? 2015. Okay. He is Kundra. Okay. Kundra, Milan Kundera. Okay, that's it. Okay, that is for today. Only one unit for today. By next time, we'll go for the next unit. Okay, students, take care. Have a nice day. Okay, mark the important points. Take a photo and send in the group. That's it, students. Okay.